What's up, you guys? I'm gonna make a video today because I said fuck it, bro. And I gotta work from 4 to 12 today, so I just it's gonna be a long time at work. Let me tell you right now. But I'm gonna make a Mewgenics tier list because I've been seeing a lot of tier lists. And it's just pure fucking shits, dude. It's just pure shits I'm seeing on the internet, bro. Because nobody knows what they're talking about. So I'm just gonna make a YouTube video. This is the definitive Mewgenics tier list. If you think otherwise, comment down below. Otherwise, I don't know, bro. Just go kill yourself. So Hunter is S tier. Hunter has the ability. Marked is really strong. Scatter shot is pretty strong. I mean, it's just all around. You can never go. It's really hard to get a hard hunter. I mean, you're gonna have to try really hard or get really unlucky. Even like his worst abilities like bubble, it's still alright. You get like needle shot can like help a tank. Like even like the worst abilities that a hunter has can still be useful. Range, the base attack of a hunter is really strong as well. Being range, I mean you could never go wrong unless you go into the future where everything is projectile reflecting, but still, Hunter is still a really go-to class, bro. That's why I don't play Hunter, bro, because it's so fucking boring, yo. Who wants to fucking just cheese the whole game? You play 4 Hunters, bro, you're probably just winning, honestly, unless you go into the future. If you go into the future, you're fucked, but. Next up, we got the Druid, S tier as well. Druid, you have, it's healing. Not only is it healing, it's AoE healing, and you're increasing their damage. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what were they even thinking? You can apply like different status effects. Sometimes you can apply a status effect like Soul Link as well. The bird is fucking broken. I mean, it's literally like a unit where you can send it out and literally just make it so it kill a unit, do at least like I don't know like 20, 10. I mean, if you crit, it's like a 20 damage sometimes or 10 damage, and then it's just taking hits. It has the blow ability, which is good for some enemies that only take 1 damage per hit. I mean, dude, the movement is crazy. It has its own set of mana. Um, it's like Bro, it's like so fucking good. And you have like Squirrel, you have all the transformations. The transformations, some of them are alright. Like the turtle one, I know is alright, but it just depends on where you get. I mean, sometimes you can make like a really good turtle, really good antler, really good what the fuck is it called? The auk or whatever the fuck, the fucking deer shit. The tree is pretty funny, but a very nice class. Huh? You can never really go wrong with this one, man. You can really never go wrong with a druid. Like Hunter Druid is a pretty just I don't really play. I mean, I play Druid a lot just because, but it's just so boring. Like, a lot of time you play a Druid, you're just sitting in the fucking back, just chilling while the bird does everything. I mean, it's alright, but next class. So those are the two classes that I think are just like just this is like automatically the best. Everything else is kind of just in my opinion, like less strong. So I think Butcher is definitely A tier. Butcher definitely good enough. The thing about Butcher is that I think a lot of people rate Butcher like S tier because Butcher's so easy to fucking play, right? It's just go in, hit him with the cleave. That's AoE cleave. You can hit him all directions. You have the hook that makes it super easy to get any units. So it's really easy, really fast move, really fast really fast movement, really fast gameplay. But it's it's really good because he has high strength and stuff, and he has high con. So even if you make a mistake, like let's say you go in and you fucking don't kill the unit by not critting, you still have high health. You can still sustain. The thing about butchers, they have a lot of sustain. They have a lot of healing. His cleave drops the fucking meat. What else? A lot of abilities just sustain like the ability where you can trample to like the nearest meat, or just pick up a meat, suck up a meat, heal by hitting. It's just a lot of sustain, which makes it really strong, honestly, because units do a lot of damage in this game, and it's nice to have this guy. And this is a really good damage. It's really good damage. I think another thing about Butcher is you're always gonna do good damage. It feels like you always gonna do good damage with Butcher, which I mean, damage is what you want in this game, obviously. So, and even if you're not hitting hard with Butch, even if like you have the worst Butch ever, like let's say you're not hitting hard, like say you're doing like 6 damage per cleave, the Butch is still gonna be there, just taking hits and like maybe applying poison, maybe hooking. It's just so versatile. This class is insanely versatile, but I think some Butcher's abilities are just so shit. Like you have some abilities like even binge, like binge is like +1 vigor, plus one -1 speed, and you get and it's nice. You can stack it multiple times, but it's not that strong compared to these two guys who can spawn units and do like crazy crit damage. I mean, I'm talking about Hunter primarily, but Butch, I just don't see that potential in his ability. So I just get Butch, which is like the most shitty. shit's fucking abilities, bro. And it's like I'm just carried by its just like overall like goodness sometimes. I mean, I like what does even a good Butch look like? I don't know. Like I just don't know. Like what the I'm trying to think like what is the best Butch ability? What's the best passive? I think the spinning cleave pass is pretty good. But it's just like whatever abilities. Like it's not gonna win you the game. Like having like the I know the one that's really good is like the one where he farts in like a cone. That one's really good. But it's not gonna win you the game. You know, it's like it's good, but it's not amazing. You know, but Butch is just a really solid class. You could just never go wrong. That's why I hate this class. I never use this class. This class I never use. It's so boring. I just sit there and just fucking cleave fucking 9 times in a row. Ding ding. It's just so boring, bro. Who gives a fuck, bro? I don't want to do that shit for fucking 2 hours, bro. All right, next class. I gotta go fighter. Fighter's really just not bad. High damage. What else? Good abilities, just easy enough crit. Sometimes you're gonna have fighters that crit really easily, do a bunch of like maybe like multiple punches in one combo, just really high damage. Most of the time you're gonna have fighters do more damage than butchers. I mean, obviously, duh, but it's just really high damage class. And honestly, because they're so focused on doing high damage, it makes it that's what makes them good because in this game you want to play fast, you want to play fast. So this is the type of guy. I mean, like sometimes even with like one passive, like the crit pat where like you get hit and the enemy that hits you is every time you hit them back, it's crit. It's like you're gonna do like 26 damage off of a crit. It's insane, especially if you do it like backwards. It's just like this class is only carried by how much damage it. I mean, it's a fighter, duh. But really, dude, the damage is crazy. I mean, like you don't really need a tank if you just killing the enemy, you know. Obviously, you would like a tank just to because fighter isn't always gonna be able to tank everything, but it's really nice damage. Sometimes good in mobility, but you can pair it with like some items and shit and just do really good damage. And it's really solid class. Can never go wrong, huh? Next class, next class. I gotta go tank. So tank is pretty good. Tank, he has a bunch of shit that makes him survive. Um, really good overall. I'm trying to think because I don't really use tank too often overall, but um, I know it's just a solid class, a lot of survivability, a lot of surprisingly a lot of I mean I support and shit because you have like stuff like bodyguard is pretty good. Bodyguard is insane upgrade. Bodyguard gives you 4+ shield. I mean like I think I mean I don't know tank is just good. I can't really rank tank lower than this. Am I just bad at the game? That's why I use tank. I mean, I don't know. But I'm trying to think why tank is good. I mean, sometimes I mean, it's just like a solid class. You're able to survive, protect your teammates sometimes. You're able to survive. I mean, you have really high health. I mean, I think he has the most health in the game. Um, really good survivability. What else is there? I mean, you have abilities like eat rock and shit like that. You have the rock synergy and shit, which is pretty good, especially going Act 2 Moon Crater. Act 2 the crater to the moon. Having to take is really good there. Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, tank is really good, especially like if you're running like a hunter or a druid and just having a tank to be able to protect them. I mean, these guys are just weak by themselves, and just having a tank. That's why I think tank is so good. It just pairs so well with other class. Itself isn't a good class, but with other classes in the game, I mean, I think running obviously 4 tanks is gonna be pretty shitty, but just having a tank on your team ensures that maybe these guys won't fucking get one-shotted probably if you have like good tank abilities, which I think most. I mean, yeah, tank abilities aren't the best, but I mean, you don't really need them. I mean, like the map is so big. Like, I mean, the map isn't that big to where like you need to be able to. I mean, as long as you position your characters correctly, you could have the tank take most hits. So yeah, I think the tank is really solid. You can never just go wrong with this one. It's even though it's boring, kind of boring. Next up would be Mage. Dude. A lot of people don't agree with this, but I think Mage is A tier. Fuck it, bro. I understand you. The basic attack is shit. You only go so much distance, and it only hits one enemy, and it's so shit. But I don't really give a fuck, bro. I mean, I think Mage is a good support. We have like abilities like Meteor shit, and their passive like like two, or I think it's like two or three, where you like can get infinite fucking mana. You just start building mana, start double casting spells and shit. And I think their spells are really like really like not situational, but applies to a lot of situations. Like I could find like a lot of uses for mages sometimes, even if I don't realize it. I mean, I think mage is solid. I don't see why people. I mean, I get it, bro. They're fucking. They can sometimes roll bad, and you could, well, just play well, bro. Like honestly, you get like magic missile. I mean, that was like the first try I ever did, like magic missile spam, and then win the game. I mean, maybe I'm just biased. Maybe I just like playing mage. I think their abilities are fucking stupid, but um, range is good. Like I don't really care that it can't go over walls. It's just range is just really just really just good at the end of the day. Um, what else? Do you have teleportation abilities? It's just support really. You need even if you get a bad mage, like let's say you roll like the worst abilities, at least they're gonna be able to apply range damage and support, you know. And there's some abilities like I think there's a ability called absorb where you heal through every fucking mana that you have, which is really good for just tanking overall. I mean, it's not bad. I just like this class, honestly. Meteor shower is pretty good. Um, yeah, the passes are good. I mean, I just like this class. I don't see why people rate it so low. Because even if you get the worst mage, at least you still have a character that does range attacks and it can support. You know, because I know there's like I think there's a ability called like teach where you can lower other allies' abilities. So like, let's say you're running mage, hunter, druid, or mage, fighter. Mage, let's say you're running mage hunter, you can upgrade the hunter's ability. So scatter shot two times, boom boom. Or let's say you get mage fighter, you could double fighters like crit chance or whatever the fuck. That's just really strong, bro. That's why I like mage. But mage is a really good support. People think mage is gonna be this fucking damage dealer. Mage can also be a support, man. Don't get it twisted, bro. Monk is also A tier. Monk is a lot really really versatile class, dude. You can really never go wrong with Monk, man. Double hits, range. You can just pick which one you want. You could make like a defensive monk with like a bunch of shield, which is really strong. Um, high mobility class. I mean, there's some abilities that give you like extra movement stuff, extra hits, extra this, extra that. Of course, you can't put on head weapons and stuff, but I mean that's just like one downside. There's other classes that you know suck. um, but Monk is really good, man. Monk, you can never go wrong with Monk. You got like the ability one punch is really strong. That just almost carries runs sometimes, man. Cause you can just one punch like a T-Rex that you get in the Jurassic period. It's fucking greatness. You have like a little Prentice, which is like a little mini me. It's really strong, dude. Like really, like the thing about Monk is that it's just really strong abilities. Like overall, just really strong, consistent, really strong abilities, dude. Sometimes you get really low damage monks, but I think they're solid either way, anyways. Next up, Necro. Necro to be A tier. Necro is a really fun class. Leech. You can play Leech. You can start making like zombies. I know people don't like zombies, but bro, just don't get down. Or just kill the zombie. I guess it's like in the way, but whatever. You can have like a kill yourself class, and the kill yourself class be really strong, man. Especially not strong during bosses, definitely not during strong, but during like standard play, like not bosses basically. Having like the kill yourself class, like giving everyone an extra turn or giving or doing damage or healing the team. Stuff like that is super strong, man. Or like infinite rebirth. It's okay, but Soul Link is really strong, especially with other classes like basically any class, honestly. Soul Link is pretty good. Leech is really strong. I really like Leech. Survivability. This guy is almost like it's almost like Butch, but just like a range Butch basically. But I think it's nice support. You can sometimes heal people as well. It's a good class. I think it's a good class. Fuck it, bro. Everything's in A tier. I don't give a fucking shit. Psych is also A tier. I think Psych is just A tier just because of Mind Meld. Mind Meld is fucking broken as fuck, bro. Like, why the fuck did they make Mind Meld, bro? It's just so broken. You roll Mind Meld, You roll Mind Meld, bro, and you just win the game. You get Mind Meld upgraded, you ultra win the game. Really strong ability. Sometimes you get Brainstorm and you fucking just spam Mind Meld, like give someone infinite turns. Really strong. I think the basic attack for this fella is really strong. I mean, being able to just pull people from infinite range. I mean, come on. Even if it does 2 damage, infinite range is crazy. Hysteria, madness, stuff like that, blindness that you can inflict on enemies. Having enemies attack each other can be really strong as well. Sure, it's a line of strike, but I mean, a lot of the maps, you're gonna be looking at enemies, I think. I mean, for me, I'm looking at enemies a lot of the time. You have movement with this character. You have psychics that spawn like that emit omega sparkles and shit. It's a really nice class, man. Really strong class. I really like psychic a lot. Sure, you could low roll, but at the end of the day, even if you low roll, you're still gonna have somebody that can just be able to pull people. Ding, ding, ding. Sometimes even support. Sometimes have enemies hit each other. Like I had shitty psychics, but it's fine, bro. I'm chilling. Maybe I'm just good at the game, but even like the worst class, I can still fucking use, bro. Like psychics is pretty good. Cleric is pretty good as well. Cleric could also go to A tier. Cleric, if you're gonna heal enemies, will always be good. I mean, heal allies will always be good. Your allies gonna definitely take, especially cleric with like fighter, tank, necro. Not really much butch because butch could really sustain by itself really easily. But fighter, tank, necro, or even monk is a really good. Is really good. It's not a bad idea to bring a cleric just to heal them up because they're gonna be on the front line of the field. So having a cleric is always gonna be useful. Even if you roll the shitty abilities, you're gonna have high healing. You're gonna have ability that can heal, and even like sometimes you get like a attacking cleric, like a Terran that's more offensive based, and it's pretty strong. Stuff like holy weapon, and I think it's like a passive where every heal that you do is also like damage that you give to enemies. That can also be pretty good AOE. I mean, I just saw that it's a solid. It's a really good class. Really good class, man. I don't use it too much because I think it's boring, but not everything has to be fun, bro. So really good class. So you can cleanse debuffs. A lot of these classes give themselves debuffs and shit like that. Like I know Monk gives himself like sleep. Necro gives himself like Soul Link sometimes, even Leech. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Now Thief. Thief, dude. Thief is so. Thief is interesting, huh? Is Thief B tier? I think Thief might go in B tier, bro. Thief is not bad. Definitely not a bad class, huh? Backstab, crits. I think the most minimum. Okay, by the end of the round, by the end of the game, your thief should be doing at least like 30 damage per hit, or at least doing afflicting like a lot of poison or a lot of bleed, right? It's just it's really easy to low roll on. Okay, I haven't really talked about consistency this whole time. I'm just really talking about like the potential of being good. Like I'm in my head, bro. Like it's just like I played a game and like are these guys really doing that bad? I mean, they're helping, right? They're not like I think people like when they think about classes and shit, I think they try to like if like the class isn't fucking breaking the game, that means it must be B tier and shit. Nah, it's not really the case, man. I've been able to use classes that have been shit. Like not every class has to be like it's just pure fucking shit, dude. Of course some classes are better than others, but whatever. Thief. Yeah, thief. You can just get really bad skills. Like sometimes you can just never get something that buffs your basic attack, and you're just doing 6 damage every time. Doing 6 damage, 6 damage. It's just so bad. It's the thing about thief is like a lot of his abilities. It's just movement. Whether it's like and like collecting coins and shit, but sometimes you don't get the synergy to collect coins and shit. It's like it's like fuck. It's like fuck. But honestly, I'm thinking thief A tier as well. Cause thief and not A. I mean. If you get a good thief, man, she's low-key nice, man. It's just a good attacker who's able to run away, doesn't necessarily need heals. Can run away, obviously, can hide. not run away all the time. Some enemies, they do AoE attacks and you can't fucking run away, but it's nice damage. It's really nice damage. Uh, thing about thief is that if you get a bad thief, so like other classes, like I think most of these classes, even if you roll low, they still have like abilities that they could use. Like right, like you have Necro applying infinite leech, sometimes spawning shit, sometimes resurrecting shit. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Cleric is always gonna be healing. Psychic is infinite range, infinite line of sight. Manipulation of shit, fast forward. Monk with I mean monk. I just I really put my monk in A tier honestly, just because the abilities itself are just so good. I can never really see myself have a unnecessarily bad monk. So that's why I see here. Mage, even if you get the worst mage, you can still support. Tank can still take hits. Fighter, it just does so much damage, and it's just nice to having to do so much damage. Butch has to sustain even if you have a bad even if you have a bad Butch. And these guys just even if you get the worst hunter, if you get the worst druid, they're still gonna be good. Thing about thief is you get a bad thief, man. It's so tough, man. Of course you get like ignore shield shit. Ignore shield, she's really good for the bunker and shit. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Unfortunately, and Tinker, I want to put Tinker in A tier, but I'm gonna put it in B tier, man. But Tinker, dude, the potential of Tinker, bro. Um, it's just some abilities like electricity is really that good, especially during the future, bro. Um, the bomb synergy isn't that great. Doing damage to yourself and dealing damage to enemies, like some of the abilities like that isn't really the best. Being able to craft armor isn't really that good. It's just abilities that don't really play well with each other. Like a lot of the class, it just doesn't play well with each other. A lot of the class doesn't synergize with itself. Of course, if you get like ability like Hone, and you already have like a revolver or a red weapon, Tinker is fucking insane. That's why I think Tinker is like really good. That's why I love Tinker because he's just it's random where you can get you sometimes carry the run and sometimes it's up here, bro. If you think about it, bro, you get like a revolver or a hunting rifle, just one shot any unit in the game. Each round, by the way. Wow, each turn. It's really good, but I can't put an A tier next to all these classes because a really bad thief, you're gonna feel it, man. They're gonna fucking feel a really bad thief, man. A really bad tinkerer, bro. You're just gonna feel it, bro. It's gonna be like, why the fuck did I bring this class? But I'm not putting it in C tier, bro, because you can still do damage. Fuck it, and you can still sometimes support. And Mech Suit is pretty strong too as well, so that's why I put it in B tier. Fuck all the Tinker haters, bro. If you think Tinker shit, bro, honestly, I think if you think Tinker shit, then that means you think every other class is shit because you can't see the potential and how good the Tinker is. Okay. Next up is Jester. Jester, I haven't really played much with Jester, honestly. But what I'm seeing is a lot of potential because you have a lot of classes where abilities you could never get with each other, and you do get them with the Jester, right? So I think honestly, just because of that potential, I think I'm gonna put an A tier. Like abilities that you could never get because abilities are class gated. You can get it on Jester, and they become really strong. Even if you low roll on Jester, you can get like abilities that support. Like there's a lot of supporting abilities that you can get that could just help in the long run, honestly. And it's not the other thing about Jester is well, it doesn't really apply late game because late game you're gonna have all 7 stats, but when you pick Jester, your stats still go up or down, so you kind of just get what you get. So that's what I kind of like. Yeah, I think just the potential is so good that I think Jester. And even if you get a bad Jester, you're probably gonna get ability because you're able to roll. Probably gonna get ability that supports and shit. So as long as bro, I feel like in this game, like, sure you have 4 classes, but like you're not always gonna high roll each class. So you want to have classes that just have the ability to support, even if you low roll. If you don't get the best abilities in that class, you want classes that can support. That's why these 2 classes are in B tier because if you low roll in these classes, you cannot support. They are they do menial damage and they're not ability. Think about every other class like Butch can tank, Fighter can do I just the reason why I value fighter so much, it just does so much damage. It's so much damage, and I just can't go wrong with that. Tank can tank and tank obviously. Mage can support. Monk has really good abilities. Psychic can support from long range. Necro can resurrect, apply leech, apply all these status effects. Cleric can heal. Jester can essentially do everything that these guys are doing if they get really lucky. So that's why I put an A tier. And these classes are not that good in comparison. And colorless, I haven't played colorless honestly, but honestly, B tier. You have abilities like heal and and stuff like zap from infinite range. I mean, dude, I know it's fucking crazy, but you're doing something, right? You're supporting at least something sometimes, and you have like abilities like water and shit. Sometimes it's not the best, man. Sometimes it's not the best. Sometimes it's shit, but as long as you're supporting, man, literally that's it, man. You This is literally a support class, really, because I don't think there's any abilities that actually, you can get like souls, right? Because there's tank soul, fighter soul, so you could land like so. Honestly, Colossus is just like every other class, right? Because you can get soul abilities where you roll other classes abilities is pretty strong, but I think Jester's more consistent in that because it basically spawns with every soul, right? Colorless, you have to get the passive for whatever class you want. So I mean, and I don't think there's a lot of colorless abilities that do a lot of damage. So, but colorless has some potential, man. It definitely has potential, but it's just not as lucky as Jester is. But that's my fucking tier list, yeah, boys. I think this is a good tier list. I don't know, man. I think people are just bad at the game. I think that's why people low roll these fucking classes. Like I see Mage and B tier, I see Monk and C tier, I see Psyking and B tier, but I don't think so, man. I think my tier list is the most accurate, the most fucking fun, the most fucking irrelevant. Anyway, that's it, y'all boys. I'll meet you guys another day, bro. Fuck you.